Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and it's time for the long-awaited Kill Team review for Pariah Nexus, the brand new reveal expansion for Kill Team, and it looks awesome. Let's take a look. Alright, so it's Pariah Nexus is the name of it. It's an expansion for Kill Team. And, let's flip over here actually to the actual set when they show it off. It basically looks to me a lot like the Kill Team Arena or like the Rogue Trader type setup where you have like an indoor board, probably reversible, so you have two different maps you can play, and then it's going to come with like, a smaller amount of models. It looks like to me 6 models for each. 6 of the new heavy intercessors. One has the heavy bolter. Everybody else has the heavy bolt rifles, I think they're called. And then we got one of the captains, which he has basically like the new style of Gravis armor, and then a heavy bolt rifle. And then we've got 5 of the flayed ones, and one of the, what was his name again? Chronomancer. Basically maybe like slows down time or something like that. Let's kind of switch ahead here a little bit. Or back. Yeah, Chronomancer. Definitely a cool model. They showed him off before slightly. Pretty cool overall. I like the staff. I like that he's like floating around with like his little tentacle things and no legs. Obviously just another version of like your Plasmancer that came in the most recent Indominus set. Just another one of the Cryptex. I'm sure he's going to have some different rules. Probably will be pretty good. I imagine that he'll be able to use those crypto thralls as well for his benefit. So those things are probably going to get real popular real soon, as they're not released as a separate kit yet. And then we can take a look over here. The heavy intercessors, they show specifically this one who has like the heavy bolter. They show... Yeah, that one has the heavy bolter. Then they show the actual captain right here. Again, pretty cool model overall. I like him. I'm not a huge fan of the look is pretty cool overall, I would say. It's like a blend more between like your Primaris armor and like the heavy intercessors, and then obviously like your old school looking now of course I can't think of the name of it, but the old one from the Nurgle and Space Marine set. Pretty cool. The helmet's like just a little meh to me. But in general, I like the model a lot. I like the cloak and everything. It's definitely cool to have a more heavily armored captain, I guess. Cool model overall, though. Definitely happy with it. The flayed ones are all pretty cool. One thing I noticed is like he's got like the gangly like flesh arm kind of hanging down, and then like all his metallic bits. So they're still going with like the wearing the flesh of the enemy type thing. Looks like so it'll be 6 models from each set, so 12 models total, which is not a ton. That's probably the least that we've seen in any of these sets. Like the, let's see, what was it? The last one, the last Kill Team set was Arena. It came with no actual models, but it came with 2 boards that were reversible, so 4 boards, and then all the terrain, which looks like around the same amount of terrain that comes with this. Obviously, you get like Necron style doors and terrain, which is something we've never seen before. A lot of like plasma looking type deals. I did not notice if there was multiple boards for sure, but they always make their boards reversible, so it's pretty safe to assume that it is a reversible board. So it looks like probably it's going to be the same thing, like 10 or 12 doors, a bunch of like little terrain pieces, barricades, and you know, like objectives or whatever. And then, like I said, you'll get your 12 models. So I think Arena's retail was 90 bucks. The one before that was Rogue Trader. Now, Rogue Trader had a ton of models in it because it had the Gellerpox Infected was like 20 or 22 models, something like that. It was over 20 models for the Gellerpox. Now, granted, a bunch of them were like tiny little guys, but they were unique models. They were cool, and they were only released in that set. And then the Star Striders was another 10 models. So that was like 32 models plus a comparable amount of terrain to this. But it was pretty much the same terrain that came out later in Kill Team Arena. So we'll have to see where it's priced at. I want to say that the Rogue Trader set was 130 and the Kill Team Arena was 90. So, you know, you could guess it would be somewhere in between at like 110, but in all reality, I think with how Games Workshop has been pricing stuff lately, I would say it's probably more realistically going to be like, I think it's probably going to be closer to like 130 or 150 American. So we'll have to see. You know, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you know, they've definitely been upping their prices as they've been unable to keep up with production through like the pandemic and everything going on. So they basically like just rebox stuff and jack the prices up. So it's not unrealistic to think that every box set that comes out from now on is going to be like $150+. Some of them closer to like what the new Warcry was like 230. You know, Indomitus was over 200 and that sold out in seconds. So I would say probably between 150 and 130 on the low end, 170 on the high end. But I want to say 150. But it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this is probably this. It depends if these are two separate pieces or just one big barricade. But it looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4 barricades. You have 1, 2, 3, at least 3 of these like plasma looking things. At least those 4 of those plasma looking things. We can see 4 doors right here. 5. So 4 plasma things. Oh, let's go back there. 5 doors at least. I think the last set had 10. We got quite a few of these bad boys too, barricades. It looks like some 90-degree ones and some straight ones. So depending if these are one piece or not. And then obviously like there's 4 of these circular things right here. Let's see if we can get a better look. Alright, so we have, these are not the 90s. So if we count these as basic, let's say these are one piece each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 2 of the 90-degree pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. 4 of these. It looks like 5 doors, which doesn't seem realistic. There's probably like, it looks like there's probably closer to like 8 doors or something like that. So overall, it looks like a pretty nice set. Definitely not bad, I don't think, depending on the pricing and everything. But if you figure each of the characters is 30 bucks, and then you figure, you know, 5 heavy intercessors and 5 flayed ones at, let's just say 50 bucks for the heavy intercessors and 50 bucks for the flayed ones, which is probably a little expensive on the Necron side, but you're looking at 160 right there, and then you figure in the boards and the terrain. So, you know, it's probably at least $200 worth of value, maybe a little more. So I would say it's probably going to be about 150 American. We'll see how it all works out, though. Definitely a cool set. Awesome to see these new models. A couple have been previewed already, like the Heavy Intercessors, the Captain. We knew the flayed ones were coming. We knew about the Chronomancer. But it's cool to see them all in this set, and it's cool to see Kill Team getting some love because it feels like it's been neglected for quite a while. So we were definitely awaiting this. And I think it's cool to see, Necrons and Space Marines again in a set as they did with like the main 40K sets. But I definitely like to see some diversity as well. So hopefully they will have like the next expansion be something a little different. But honestly, I'm hoping this is just the beginning of a new rollout for Kill Team. One other thing to note though is obviously this is Kill Team, and they had Kill Team commanders previously, which was the only way you could take a character. Although, let's see, although they did have HQs with the Rogue Trader set, there was options to play without them or play commanders with them. So I don't know if this is going to fully incorporate it. I'm not sure if there's going to be, a expansion rulebook in this, or if you'll need the initial Kill Team rulebook, the expansion commanders book, and then obviously like this game as well. Or if it is like previously, you needed the main Kill Team book, but I think you could get away with the Rogue Trader book if you didn't have the Commanders book. So hopefully they do it that way, or they full on incorporate Commanders. We'll have to see though. It's just speculative at this point in time. I imagine there'll be some kind of rulebook with this. There's obviously going to be a board. Obviously the 12 models. Obviously the terrain. Not sure. Like the Rogue Trader did not come with any dice or rulers or anything like that. So assuming this is just an expansion, I would say it's probably not going to come with it as well. So, well, there you have it, guys. Warhammer Man Studios. Quick review on the new Kill Team set. Pariah Nexus. Definitely cool to see Kill Team getting some love. I know for a while people were speculating that Kill Team was going to go away, but obviously that is not the case. As long as people still like it, as long as people still play it, obviously, Games Workshop's not going to let it die because it's money in their pockets. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the models, the pricing. Release date, I don't believe has come out yet, but hopefully it won't be too far down the line. So that's Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.